Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Tuesday the 14th. Weather patterns changed a little bit over the last day or so, with perhaps a little bit more unstable air and frontal systems coming across us than I thought was going to be the case 36 hours ago. This one here, and this is the midday chart, should have cleared us. It's essentially what we're sat under now. It'll be well clear of us. If you're optimistic, you can see a faint ridge of high pressure in there. I haven't looked to the Lasham weather station to see what the pressure is actually doing, but I suspect it'll be going down now and then rising again quite rapidly. Optimistic air mass in there. Isobars reasonably tightly packed together. You'll see from the TAFs, it's forecast to get a bit breezy this afternoon. This little low pressure system out here, ready, waiting in the wings to start winding itself up. And there's tomorrow as it heads towards us. Frontal systems over us on Thursday. That's a very changeable weather pattern, really, from tomorrow afternoon onwards. That's quite long, but it doesn't contain anything that's not sort of fairly logical. This morning, the 6,000 meter showers and rain, that's the stuff that's heading towards us or almost over us, broken at 1,200 feet. And there's rain and drizzle in there. I think we're going to just be far enough west to have the better end of it. London's going to be fairly wet by the looks of it. And then becoming, this is the important one, there's change of the wind direction to 68 knots. Got a prob 30 tempo this afternoon, 15 gusting 25 with the occasional shower. So looking better this afternoon. Once this, from I suspect late morning when this small weather front goes through, and then upper winds, middle of the country, suggesting westerly 15 knots. You can see the cloud mass that is this frontal system. The main rain band really is to the east of us, going over London. We're just catching the edge of it, really. Just see that here, we're going to catch, we're about there, we're just going to catch some of this in the next hour or hour and a half, and that'll be through. And then really it's the air mass behind it we're interested in. Temperature wise, you can see where the wind was coming from. Cold direction. It certainly doesn't feel warm out there at the moment. I stepped out this morning, so they're talking about 5-6 degrees, and I think that's maybe 6 or 7 degrees probably today, but with a wind chill taking that down quite a few degrees. Top Meteo showed their prediction of the rain going through 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it's cleared, and risk of occasional showers. I think it showed 1 or 2 there in the afternoon. Cloud amounts, so let's look from 10 o'clock onwards when they're suggesting the rain is heading through. So from 11, really it's turning into a cumulus day. That's sort of 1 o'clock. Cumulus, I suspect, spread out as well, mixed in there. And really staying that way all afternoon. So certainly soarable and thermal heights. By sort of 1 o'clock, suggesting 3,500 to 4,500 feet. So quite nice in the afternoon. 2 o'clock there suggests 1,500 to 1,600 meters around here. So yeah, 4,500 foot plus. Let's hold our fingers crossed for that one. So yeah, should be quite a nice soarable afternoon. Good for some cross country out to the northwest, I suspect. Looking at potential distance. Anywhere to the northwest or north. Looking at those 214 wind charts, you know, certainly some chance of wave effect off the Welsh mountains, but also a drying effect of the air, the wind coming from that direction. So yeah, nice afternoon really, once we get rid of this stuff that's above us now. But breezy, northwesterly, westerly a bit later on. Okay, in terms of airspace, locally to us, it hasn't popped up on here, but the Royal Flight have notified that there's a change in the airspace classification at Farnborough. CTA8, which is the TMZ zone to the south of us, reverts to Class D in the event of a Royal Flight. So between 11:45 and 12:25, it is Class D airspace. Moving further afield, odd bits of hang gliding at Pewsey, article dropping at Abingdon, which is from sort of 2:45 this afternoon for an hour. And up around the Cotswold edge, just at Cheltenham, remember it's the Cheltenham Festival, so there's restricted airspace basically from 10:15 till after dark. Lots of helicopters floating in and out of that, and it's up to 3,000 feet. So that's going to be busy. Just keep it, if you are out there in the afternoon, keep a good lookout. Then jet movements, well, there's only one, and it's Beach 200 inbound at 13:15 currently is the local predicted time. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll remain on the runway for that one. And operationally, we're going to be on 27, and we'll probably stick the cables on the north side just to start off with, because the slight northerly crosswind. The grass should be okay. It's been wet in the last couple of days, but yeah, we'll use the grass. We won't have a full wet runway operation. It's a fairly normal operation, parking the cables on the north side and aero towing from the southern edge of the runway. Okay, folks, have another cup of tea. I think we're going to let this rain go through for an hour, and then we'll round you up and get the kit out.